Hey there, welcome back to another Star Wars Rebellion play with the Rise of the Empire expansion. Chris and I'm going to be playing the Empire versus Chris as the Rebels. As this is game 2 of the set, we've used the same map setup as last time, but of course our action cards, missions and deployment is all randomised and player decided. Please note this has another good 30 minutes of banter at the end after the game, so the video is a lot shorter than what it looks like, but as always there's no rules, we jump straight into the action and please forgive any mistakes we make. Enjoy! Okay, so we've got the same map setup as last time, so exact same logo and all that, which is done.
Yep.
And then it's just deployment. Yeah, we're good. Your deployment, then action cards, then your base.
Yep.
But I may as well
You can.
draw these now and draw my missions. Because nothing I can do matters.
It never does.
Bold. So I feel like you've got that threat in the core. Otherwise, why risk your troops like that?
Got what you want.
Then, yeah. And then draw your starting action card.
Yep.
Cards.
Just follow the base there, because.
Yep.
Actually.
And you draw your 2 starting missions.
I've got 2 immediate.
Okay, so R2D2.
R2D2. And the other one is
Saw.
So.
Do you want a chance of temporary alliance?
We'll take so.
15 rep.
It's not something I often do, so let's give it a go. And get after.
What does he do again?
So after you roll dice, I can discard it to make one of them blank.
In a mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can have it. Seems the best option.
Yeah.
Okay. The missions.
Yeah, I've got mine already. So just grab yours. And then round 1, you can kick off with your assignment.
Okay, 3 and 2.
Okie dokie. Yep, I'll do 1 and 3. What are you?
Cool. Okay. John's going to take Corellia, and those 2 are going to fly in.
Tags can activate out around. And I'm going to attack.
Go. Yeah, Soul's going.
Alright. Space card.
First combat's come a lot sooner than it did last time.
It's your own fault.
It's really not. You attack me.
I'm going to play this.
Yep. Go on.
Right. I did swarm tactics.
Mine's the just odds to prevent one of each.
Okay. If there's more fighters than yours, do 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I'll put 2 damage on the transport.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I'm going to plot 1 on each fighter.
Okay.
Done. Alright, my dice is simply 4 and 4.
Yeah.
And I've got 1 reroll.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reroll the black. Prevented.
Yep.
And therefore we'll put a extra hit on that one.
Okay. I'll take 2 red.
Yep.
1 reroll. Okay. Heal.
Nope, black damage.
Oh, yeah, of course. So much as we got.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll just check out that.
Okay. So we go to ground?
Yep.
Okay, we can play this.
Okay. We are retreating.
Okay. So you have to put a Kashyyyk.
Yep.
You can take 4. I'll play track them.
Mm-hmm.
Use after rebel unit retreats from combat. So that has literally just happened.
Yeah.
Choose an Imperial leader in this combat system and return it to your pool. It happens now.
Yeah.
So he's out the combat.
Yeah.
And then we have our combat.
We do.
So I've got 4 black and then 3 red.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 no rerolls because it's that goes gone. So just 1 hit then.
Yep. 2 black.
Healed.
Just here.
Next round.
Yep. Neither of us can retreat now.
No, I can't retreat. You're in Death Star.
Yep.
Okay, I played Overrun, so 2 damage.
I'm dealing 1 red damage.
1 on each. Red on this?
Yep.
And then my dice is the same.
Mm-hmm.
4 and 3 again.
Yep.
No rerolls. It's just 1 more.
Yep.
Next round.
Clinging to life.
It's a good combat. I can do that one. I played support of the first to just destroy your guy.
Okay, I deal damage.
Okay, so he's dead.
Yeah.
And all I do is get my rolls.
Yep.
So I'm just going to roll
Just the reds.
3 red. See if I heal.
Saved. Damn.
On you.
Riken will sabotage my ethos.
Go for it. Moth here is going to step to Mothwoe. Done.
Okay, Leia is going to build alliance and Corellia.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Kashyyyk. Yeah, I'll just fly with the Star Destroyer on 2 ties.
Okay.
So we have space combat.
We do.
I'm going to make it 3 ties. And I'll play this. Play Tractor Beam.
Okay.
What did you pick?
I'm just going to deal damage.
Where do you want your damage?
Stick it on its eye.
Okay. I'm going to try and actually Tractor Beam you. If at the end of the combat there's no rebel ships and at least a Star Destroyer, capture that leader.
Yep.
Alright, so it's only my dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 and 1, and then I've got 3 black.
Yep.
I've got 3 rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for 2 damage.
Yep.
1. Three.
There's your 3.
There's 3. So yeah, destroyed.
Yep.
And then per card, Saw is captured.
Yep. Your ties still as well.
Yes, thanks. Missed that. Blockade.
Mm-hmm. Mon is going to come to Corellia to incite rebellion, attempting a subjugated system, gain 3 troopers, and resolve the combat.
Yep. I'm not going to put anyone there. Oh, fuck. Should have done this. So I'm a bit unused to flicking this from not having to do it in War of the Ring.
Yeah.
Alright, ground combat. Yeah. I mean, they're both in. They're all in.
Yeah, well, I'm sending Leia into, command the troops.
So much combat in the first round.
It's the complete opposite for last game.
What was it? First combat round 4?
Something like that. Makes you hit like a coward.
What are you talking about? You avoided attacking. You just flew ships in space. That was all you did. Alright, I'll play that.
Okay.
I did bombardment, but it just does 1 damage.
Mine would just kill yours.
Okay, so you just roll to heal.
Yep.
And yep, so was an interesting first round. You've clearly denied me a Star Destroyer, and I could fly in there. Basically, I've got 3 choices right now. One is attack this lot, but I don't think I'll bother. 2 is make a move towards you over there. That's fine as well for now. But 3, I'm going to activate Moncow and land. All good?
Yep.
And 4, I'll roll off it.
Yeah, I figured by messing around a little bit down there, you forced you to make decisions, which that's kind of what I was doing.
I did originally think, I might have 2 Moncow, 2 Star Destroyers turn 1 here.
Yeah.
But you've obviously done some nice work down there. So well done to you.
Thank you, sure.
Okay, done. No rapid. And did you score?
I did. It is threat on the call.
Oh, because you got the 5. Nice.
That's the other reason for doing that.
That worked out, yeah. Very good.
Thank God you did not kill that 1 unit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just managed to keep him alive. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I was hoping to mess around a little bit, and even if by sending these 2 in here, even if I had to retreat from here because I was expecting to get attacked, I'd hope they kind of.
Did you realise you had to go to Kashyyyk?
No, that was a misplay.
Yeah, that's what I checked out, whether or not you could retreat here, but it said you can't do it where there's an enemy unit.
Yeah.
Well played. So that was a really good first round.
Yeah, job.
Interesting. Okay, done. So we go through the motions.
Yep.
Draw missions. Okay. I'm going to get my probes.
Yeah, get an objective.
Time. And then recruit. Pick my card.
Good. We have got Jin Urso.
Okay, I've got Sontier Fell.
Mm-hmm.
Build?
Yep.
Oh, by the way, which mission deck? I went with base.
Base as well.
Yeah. Okay. Your deployment?
Mm-hmm. Those 2 in the base. And that's down the queue.
Okay. Two ATSTs there. Got a tank here. Tank here. I'm allowed to tank up. Moncal. Done.
Okay.
Yep.
Asana.
Yep. Yeah. Go for it.
4 missions, 2 on.
So that's the 3/5 situation then. Okay. 1 and 4.
All right.
And you?
Okay, these 2 are going to kick things off with a Wookiee uprising in Kashyyyk.
Nice.
It's part of the reason why I wasn't too fussed about you going to Kashyyyk as well.
Did you have that to start the game with?
Yeah.
That's very nice.
It's also like so.
Yeah.
There's no sort of 4 mission.
I'm tempted to try and block this with Vader. Yeah, I'll go in for a block.
Okay. Okay, so I get 2.1.
And I'll get 3. 4.
To a singular hit.
Yeah, 4 was looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got the half success out of that. The other half being that they're now stuck there and I don't get an activation, but yeah. Yeah, Power's going to activate Corellia. And I'm going to fly in with Carrier, 2 ties. Is it that way around? No, it would have to be the Star Destroyer, 2 ties, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay.
So much action.
I know.
All right.
I'm trying to live peacefully. You just keep attacking me.
Peacefully. I think you find your first action of the game was to fucking fly over my airspace.
I didn't attack you.
That's very aggressive,
Did
mate.
not attack you.
So aggressive.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Energy shield. I flipped the combat.
Okay, I deal 2 light damage.
Yeah, 1 on each.
1 each.
All right. So yeah, I resolve after you.
2 dice. Wow. Just nothing else.
Okay. 3 black, 2 red, and 3 rerolls. I'll just go with these 3. Come on, give me the perfect combat. That's close. So 1's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, they're basically.
Yeah.
All right, ground.
Now we'll do ground.
Now we'll do ground.
Okay, I'll play that one.
I'm going to play this. Flip. Imposing presence.
Compensation.
So I choose first.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to flip the combat.
Okay.
So additional cards to flip the combat.
Okay. I'll flip it back.
Okay. So I'm first. So 2 ATSTs and then 2 troops.
Yep.
And 2 rerolls. I guess I'll reroll these 2. Okay, so there's 2 on each. Oh, sorry, it's 3 guys. So done.
Yeah.
Done.
2 on each. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So 2 troopers. That's all I can do. Can't believe you took back earlier.
I just don't want those guys there.
You don't like them next to Coruscant?
They can get into all sorts of trouble next to Coruscant. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Leia is going to come to Radia for the stolen plans. System with Imperial units. Look at the top 4 cards of the objective deck and put them back in any order.
Go for it.
Yeah.
2 is second, is it?
The 2 is second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, on me. Tag will activate Rodiot.
Geonosis.
Sorry, Geonosis from Rodiot, yeah. And then all of this will go in. I leave 1 tie behind in space.
Yeah.
On you?
Jan will build alliance and Utica.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and block that. Son TFL will activate toward Death Star. Danger Egg is flying over. Yeah, we'll do that. Done. On you.
It's a rapid.
Okay. And my last is a Rule by Fear, which we'll do here.
Yep.
It's too much effort putting that right, putting it back to the way it should be.
Well, you let it slip, you know. I peacefully, negotiated their freedom and you just come and rule by fear.
All right, there's your rapid.
Yeah. There's nothing on the board, which I can.
That's why I could do that.
So I've got to look for.
It's probably what we wanted to do.
Don't tell me what I wanted to do.
Just a recon.
Yep. Just surveying the lands.
Did you score?
I did not.
All right. So recall leaders. Nope.
All of them, yeah.
All but one,
All
Chris.
of them.
All
But
but one.
are these here to bring him home?
Yeah. Home. All right, done. Advancing time. Draw the missions. This will put me at 10. Probes. Did you get your objective?
I did not. So, and then recruit.
Yep. Recruit. Okay. I'll take this one. Well, weird. It's Aaron.
Oh, we've got Admiral.
Okay. Build queue.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Your deployment.
Base.
Yep. Done.
Okay.
Yep.
Assignment.
Full contingent.
All missions. 6 of them, to be exact.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to play a scouting mission. Place Sontier in Ryloth. And then place its leader in any system and move up to 4 ties from any systems there, ignoring everything.
Yeah.
So we're going to take 2.
Take ours.
Yeah. The RotE ship can come now. Take this guy out of Corellia as well. You could blockade that for me. Thanks so much. Pleasure doing business. And then I'm going to do... Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do 2 and 3.
Cool. On me then?
On you, go for it.
Cool. We shall start with a daring rescue. Obtain system capture leader. If successful, capture that leader.
Capture that leader?
Capture that leader. Capture them back to the good side.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to block that.
You are now captured. So they go back. Don't
The one rescued must go back,
Yeah,
and the one that tried it may go back.
they? Unless it says so.
Normally it says it must. She must stay.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. You may send them back.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
She can stay.
Okay. Don't trust her.
Bit mean.
Yeah. Vida is going to go to Toydaria. Done.
Jin will come to Kashyyyk to do a covert operation. Attention system of Imperial units. Draw 2 objective cards. Keep 1. Put the other one on the bottom of the deck.
Go for it. Did you want the 2 or not, basically?
Yes, I do. So I shall keep that. Put that for a second. That goes on the bottom.
And then you can mine the other 2 as well.
It is an immediate.
Oh, right, sure.
Raid outposts.
Oh, God, that one. Yeah. Oh, so if you've got a hidden fleet or something queued up, that's quite a good strat. I like it. So this is the one where you recover it. You get a point, isn't it?
Yeah, it needs to go onto remote systems, and every time 1 is removed, I gain it back.
Yeah, no problem.
I
think I have to put them down.
Okay.
All right, 2 remote systems. We'll put one in Nilan. And put the other one in Dagobah.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
On you.
Yep. Okay, we're going to activate Ilum. I'm going to fly in. Done.
It's a bold move. Okay. Okay. Jan. It's going to infiltrate in Kashyyyk.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thanks to that lovely TIE fighter that's stolen.
I'm going to play Fear will keep them in line in Toydaria. It's his mission, and I've got 3 dice as well. Attempt any system that contains a Star Destroyer. If successful, gain 1 loyalty in 2 systems in this region.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Kessler and now Hassan. On you.
The Admiral will come to get the support of Moncal. His card. Basically, either gain 2 loyalty or gain a cruiser.
Go for it.
Definitely gain a cruiser.
Your only cruiser. You could have had one for round 1 if you hadn't have taken my Star Destroyer away.
As well.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, no, you didn't need to. Oh, you did need to make that subjugated. Although you could have done it somewhere else. You were just greedy. You wanted to double hit me because you could have done it here.
I couldn't. He's subjugated.
No, just have 5 units.
Oh well. Yeah, kind of. I was spreading out a bit to cause confusion and
yeah,
edge my bets a little bit, and it paid off.
Yep. All right. Yularen's going to activate your spell. On you.
Right. Mothma then will build alliance with Mustafa.
I will R&D here and get 2 cards to keep 1.
Yeah.
I need to focus. I'll keep this one. On you.
Yep. Raggan will sabotage off.
Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay.
No rapids. Did you score?
I have not.
Okay. In that case, recover leaders. No, sorry.
Nope, he's fallen over. He's gone.
It's gone forever. Okay, done. Draw missions. I will be, I think, 2 over now. Any fuse? No. I'm going to discard a homing beacon. Attempt against a captured leader. If successful, you must return them to a system in the base's region.
Yep.
I like all of these missions.
Good. If I know, I'd want to hate them all. That's probably the better way around.
Yeah, I'm also going to discard the super laser.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it face up at the bottom of the deck.
That R&D was worth
it. At least it wasn't 2 lasers. All right. It's a build round.
It is.
We haven't advanced time either. Sorry, we have to recruit first.
Sure.
Did you get your new objective?
I've not. I know.
Oh, I haven't even got my probes. Fucking hell. Doing everything wrong.
Too busy discarding missions.
I put the mission you've scored in this scap area, by the way. Face it towards the camera, if anything. Yeah.
Trying to make things easy for the viewer.
Yeah.
Dare you.
Yeah.
Okay. Recruits.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, mine's an obvious choice, and you'll find out. Yep, I picked mine, and it's an immediate.
Yeah. Did you announce the leader first before the?
It sort of doesn't really matter. I mean, your card's first technically.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I've got you.
Right. Secret facility. Immediate. Place a probe below this, and at the start of my turn in the command phase, I can reveal it to get a triangle and a bunker.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a secret facility here. And done. And with it, I will take. I'm going to take Krennic's Finest.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, now build.
And I will.
I'm so glad you didn't destroy my Star Destroyer.
Trust me, I would have loved to destroy it.
I spent a lot of effort trying to get to that. But there's 2 more on the queue for you to deal with now.
That looks about right.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, really. I feel like I should have more.
Yeah, I can tell. You assault carry on 3.
Yeah, from here. Yeah.
It's only subjugated. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, ignore me. Being dim.
Being a dick.
Being dim.
Stop trying to take my stuff.
Just all that. You don't get it.
Yeah. All right. Now we're good, yeah?
Yep.
That's it, isn't it? With 2 on the blockades and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, done. Deployment.
Alright.
Yes. Also. Yeah, there wasn't anything you could do about that. I'll tell you, I could have activated that or that.
Yeah.
What Yularen did, but. And that's you fully deployed, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I think I'll leave the bunker on the queue. I'm going to put a troop in Coruscant. I'll have a troop in Toydaria. Put a tank in Corellia. Put a striker up in Moncal. I'm going to put a tank and a striker here in Sullust as well. Okay. That's done.
Okay.
Yep. Assignment.
Cool. 5 and 3 back.
Yeah, I'm going to do 4 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. What?
Shocking.
Put it on the card. Score points.
A move that nobody saw coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine if I did do that as my first action.
Yeah, if you did, yeah, it'd be funny. Hilarious, in fact.
We'd laugh. And then cry.
Vader's going to activate Bespin. And this will come down. You can take 4 things, so 4 like that. Sorry, not Vader. Perhaps. Done.
Okay. Akbar will rapid.
Okay. Son TFL is going to activate Ryloth and these will fly in. Done.
Okay. Okay. Mon. Well, that's it, Mandalore. To build alliance.
Yep, go for it. Vader's going to activate Dagobah, and I'm going to fly in with these. Okay. Combat.
Yep. Platinum.
Okay, mine is the super laser blast. Just do 1 damage.
Okay. You can't heal.
Sure. Awkward.
So healing.
Alright, 2 red and a black, and 2 rerolls. Just look for a second hit. 2
You
rerolls.
can't heal.
2 rerolls. Alright, so it's dead.
Yeah. It did its job.
Yeah, it did a pretty good job, to be fair. Alright, ground then.
Yep.
What is it? 1 troop.
Yeah, he's gonna do things. Just you wait.
I'll play this.
Yep. Platinum.
Did a red damage. Done. I missed.
Sure. I can go into red and black hits.
Okay. Alright, so I've got 4 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 root rolls. 2 dead, 2 damage, that's what you need.
Yep. There's no point rolling.
Oh, you prevent a red and a black.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll reroll that and these 2 reds.
Yeah.
You can heal. You prevent it. There's only a crit on you.
Yep. Here we go. It feels a bit pointless, but sure.
Yeah, nothing happens. You could reroll it. Is there a point? But you may as well.
I mean, there's a very, very slim chance I could kill something.
Okay, not heal. You needed the heal, and then I needed the miss, and then you needed a hit and a hit.
Yeah.
Or a card and a hit.
Yeah, that's silly amount of like.
Yeah,
where I could have gone into knockdown. Okay. We will sabotage it.
Yeah, that can go through. That's probably cuts supply lines. I'm going to go for a collect bounty in Dagobah. Attempt against the leader, rebel leader in any system, he'll do. If successful, capture the leader and then move them, but they're already where they need to be.
Yeah.
I just wanted to stack the fists. So you could send in someone, but right now I've got 5.2.
Versus only 1.
Mm.
The most I get is a 2.1.
I should have gone with a capture rather than collect bounty here, clearly, but wasn't to know.
Against it's a 5.2 against a 1. Most I can make it is 5.2 against 2.2. Don't think it's worth it. No, go ahead.
Right, so 5.2.
If you get more than 3, it's no point in rolling. You get
Where's
3
the
on. So I can get
Oh, I need, yeah.
Yeah, you need 3. Yep.
Yeah. And that was the dice roll. Yeah, so capture again.
How dare you?
On you. Well, think of it another way. I mean, assuming you don't rescue him in this round or any reason, you don't have to discard the leader next round because you'll still only have 8 in your pool.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, on you.
We shall infiltrate and Utah.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to do an interrogation droid now. Attempt against the captured leader, count all skill icons. If successful, you name 3 systems and your base must be one of them. And it's his mission. So you count all skill icons, of which I've got
A shit ton.
I've got 10.2 plus 2 to your 3.
Content there.
Yeah, makes sense because of the ring.
Yeah.
Right, so you've now got 5, 6, you've got 8, and you can change one of mine to a 0.
Yeah.
And I've got 10.2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so what's your total?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah. I'll turn one of those sabers to a blank.
Done.
And
I've got
I'm not
14.
use the ring at all.
Alright, yeah. You have to name 3 systems, one of them must be your base.
Yeah. Yep. We will go with. Okay. First one, Coruscant. The worst player. Okay, we will say Dantooine.
Okay.
We will say Tatooine.
Okay.
And we'll say Endor.
Okay. Not surprised it's one of those three, really. I mean, Hoth could have easily been one of the choices. In other games like Ryloth and Kessel Hutter are options, but they're all already found out.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so Dantooine, Tatooine, and Endor. All right. Thanks. On you.
Yeah. Thought I'd let you know. Yeah. Okay. Chirrut will come to Dagobah to do some aggressive negotiations. Attempt to system with captured leader. If successful, rescue that leader, and if unsuccessful, I get to destroy triangle ground unit, of which there are not.
Yeah, but you've got probably the success here because you've got him and you've got.
He
won't count because he's captured. So yeah, you've got 3.2.
So you're 2.
And you can still set a dice.
Yes.
Okay, roll your dice. See if I need to bother rolling.
The green please. 3.2, isn't it?
Yep.
2, 4.
Okay, so the best I can roll is a 4, so I won't bother.
Yeah.
All right. Rescued.
Well,
now you've got to discard a leader, Chris.
Yeah, but I can upgrade a leader.
Does it say anything about people going home?
It does not say anything about that.
Okay, so he goes home.
Got to.
Yeah.
And
then the one who tried it may.
Yeah. They can stay.
Sure.
Just because if one's going to be there, 2 might as well.
You've got an activator only, which means it could be a blocker as well. Okay, that means I'm happy to do address delays then. We'll do it here. I checked the rules, it's fine. Resolve in an Imperial system. Place units on the build queue using this icon's resource. Sabotage specifically blocks building and deploying.
Yeah.
So placing or gaining is fine.
I'm sure.
I'll gain these on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Your turn.
Pass.
Okay, and then my last is already.
Yeah.
Nothing to actually remove, so I'll just do it here and draw 2, keep 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, keep that one. And we'll put this one to the bottom. Oh, sorry. One of the things I was going to do before, basically at the start of a turn in the command phase.
Yeah.
It's going to secret facility
Mm-hmm.
to reveal Mustafar.
Okay.
And therefore get a bunker and a troop.
Disgraceful.
Would you like to rapid?
Yes.
And what would you like to do with that rapid?
You will draw 4 cards, please.
Okay.
Okay, I will not move the birds.
Okay. Recover your leaders, draw the missions, get your objective. I'll launch my probes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at 10, so we're good. Got my new probes. Round up. Did you score?
No, it is.
Okay. It's the final recruit. As long as you've handled your missions, you've got your objective.
Missions, yeah.
Get your missions, and you won't be over your limit, I presume.
No.
Recruits, final recruits.
We got Han Solo.
I've got Jabba.
Good time for both of them to come out together. I will discard. We'll get rid of General Rankin.
The guy who got captured has been fired.
I mean,
He's not been upgraded.
He's already proved he was useless.
he was fired because put him separate actually because he's a starting guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it wasn't my fault.
Kicked out the rebellion for being crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Done. That's it then. And deployment.
Yeah.
What have you got?
I've got frigate and.
Okay.
They'll both come this.
Okay. I'm going to put the bunker with the Death Star. Put that up there. With the striker. And put the TAT and the troop there. Done.
Okay. Assignments?
Assignments. 6 and 2.
6 and 2.
All right. How many?
Yep.
4 and 4. On you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. First action is. Chill's going to activate Vespin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fly some stuff in.
Righto. These are arriving from somewhere adjacent.
Just, place your bets as to where you think.
I wonder where it is. So in space you've got double green, double red, black.
Yeah.
Yeah, no leader.
Okay.
Space card.
Before that, Bases loyalty, start combat, destroy 2 worth of units in this system.
Go for it.
We shall take out the tank and the trooper.
Okay.
Okay. Good one.
Okay, I went with reinforcements.
Okay. Minus the frigate card.
Okay, so I will gain a tie and prevent 2 black hits.
Yep. I can move up to 2 damage.
Sure.
It's not on the frigate.
Okay. And then you're done.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got 1 reroll.
Yeah. So it was 1, 2, 2.
Yeah.
Sure. What are you fancy on?
Black.
Okay, so might as well go for the red. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Excellent.
Crit on.
Stick it on the striker.
Okay. I've got 2/1/1. 0 reroll. You remove damage from the Nebulon, right?
It's move 2 damage. That's
From ships, not the Nebulon.
except the frigate.
Well, in that case, there's the 3 to take out in the Nebulon.
Yeah.
And I'll reroll. No reroll. Yeah, I'll just take out the Nebulon then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the striker's gone. Okay.
Ground.
My last card.
Oh, awesome.
So I've got armored patrol. I prevent the red and the black.
Yep.
And then I get the deck back.
Yep. You can't heal.
Sure.
So get 2 green, 1 of each. 2 rerolls.
Dead.
Yeah.
Nothing dead.
Okay.
I couldn't send the leader in and retreated them. How funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hilarious. Hang on.
Oh, space is still going on. Yeah, my bad. I thought the combat's over. Well, ground's over.
Ground's over. And that was an objective as well.
Yeah, 3 ground, yeah.
3 ground. Yeah. Crippling blow.
It wasn't a crippling blow. I challenged the statement. Yeah, are you saying
That is a question.
if you retreat, you could go to Hoth or Endor?
I've got 2 potential options.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll retreat.
Okay.
We're going to go to Hoth now.
Weird.
I'm going to take 2 things.
Yeah. Very nice. Lovely. How lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Anything funky going on? I'll activate Thalith now. And this Star Destroyer with these 3 things we're playing. And then this Star Destroyer with these 3 down, will fly down. This carrier will... I don't see the point in it staying. It will come and join. I'll leave the tie behind.
Yeah. Moth will build alliance in Kato.
Yep. I'm going to do a probe droid initiative with Yularen in Sullust. Resolve in the system contains a Star Destroyer. Draw 2 probes. Not Ozzel. I held out for Ozzel. Didn't arrive.
That's the thing with Ozzel. He never does.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akbar is going to Rapid.
Yep. Weird.
Wonder where I'm going to pop up.
Palps is going to activate Tatooine. I'm going to fly with this. And we'll take... take with me the ATST, the AT-AT, the tank. And then 3 tires.
So will sabotage Rattle.
Go for it. Moth is going to construct a factory, resolve in an Imperial system, place units on the build queue using this, and I can remove the sabotage marker first. I'm going to do it in use now anyway. What a production line that is.
Outrageous.
Let me put that one also face up at the bottom.
Yeah.
On you.
Okay. Han is going to infiltrate.
Yep, go for it.
Into the 3s.
But they're both 3.
2 and 3.
Okay, so you've got at least the plans for now. Jabba's going to go for a display of power in Mandalore. Attempts in any popular system and successful gain 2 loyalty. 3 yellows, so I've got 2.1.
You know what, yeah.
Alright. 2.1 to your 1.
Yeah. Take a nice roll.
Yep. You do not need to roll.
Yeah. Jan, you let the side down. What can I say?
On you.
I pass.
Interesting. So I've got 2 activations and a mission, and you may have a subversion. I can activate here, and this carrier is going to come down, and I'll take with it a striker. I'll leave those 2 behind. Yeah, I'll activate with this Felucia. This will fly in and take 1, 2, 3, 4. Then for a laugh, we're going to punt a capture over here. Because that's the only choice. So it's 3.2 of yours to 2.2 of mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you probably could try and subvert.
Go on, what's subverted?
Alright, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.2.
Yep.
And I've got 2, 2. Can I have one of the greens after you've rolled it?
Yeah.
And even if I don't need to roll, I want the green. Okay, looks like I do need to roll.
2, 3, 4, 5. Right?
Okay, 5. Okay, so it's possible, but extremely unlikely.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not going to use the R2D2.
Yep. All right. Rapid. What's your choice?
I have to look at some cards.
Okay. Doesn't matter as well, so I will draw my missions.
Yeah. We are not moving.
Okay. Did you score?
Nope.
Really? Oh, okay. You haven't got the 6 of Reject loyalty then. You also haven't got cut supply lines, which is nice.
I'll draw my objector then.
Yes, I will draw my probes.
And get missions.
Missions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9, so we're good there. I advance time. I feel wrong that it's a build round and all of that is still on the queue.
Yeah, I've just not been able to make that.
Yeah, good. All right, so I mean, you got your missions and your objective, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, it is straight to a build. Okay, I think that's everything except a couple of potential decisions of: does he get destroyed and rebuilt? Do I destroy one there? And do I destroy that guy there? I think I'm just going to leave them where they are. Yeah, I'm fine with where they are. Okay, so I've done all mine. You've done yours, haven't you? Yep. All right. Deploying them.
Okay, the Mon Cal's going to stay back, I think.
Okay. Interesting.
And those two can go in the base.
All right. We've got a troop in Kessel. I'm going to add a second bunker to Ilum. Just make, and the tank. There's the 2 there.
Yeah.
Just make ultra sure.
Just put more bunkers onto Ilum.
All the bunkers. I'm going to put a carrier and a troop in Alderaan. An ATST and a troop up here in Toydaria. I'm going to put a Star Destroyer in Felucia. I'll add a Star Destroyer into Sullust. A carrier in Mustafar with a striker. I think I've only put 1 here. Just the Star Destroyer.
I think so.
So I'll give it a tie as well. But striker. Tie that will flip. Then I've got 1 tie left. I'll add it to Felucia. Sorry, that tie's not going to Felucia, it's going to go to Mandalore. Done. Your assignment.
Yep. 5 missions, 1 back.
That's clearly Jin's card. In my opinion. Okay, there's some interesting scary stuff going on here, I'm sure. So we're going to try...
It's not scary, it's that mess over here.
Yeah, hopefully I can. We'll go with that. 5 and 3.
On me?
Yeah, go for
it. Okay, Chewett is going to start things off, and he will sabotage and Utah.
Yep, that's fine. You haven't won a combat in a sabotage system yet. Yeah, Vader's going to activate Bespin. And basically, this is going to come down with these 2. And that's it. No. And then all of this will come here. I think I take all of that. That can take basically everything. That's subjugated. Again.
Oh, there's a combat.
Oh shit!
I forgot I had that.
There's a troop here.
Yeah.
There's one troop sitting amongst everything else.
Just suddenly surrounded by ats and ats.
Right.
Oh.
I won't pot space in.
Hardly worth putting the ground.
Yeah. You've got your whole deck basically minus
Oh yeah.
that one, haven't you?
That one. Yeah, so just so you know, I can't play, you can't move damage this round.
Okay, great. I'm with you.
Yep, with that one.
All right, I did support the first, so
Yeah, that'll do it. You can't play a card next round.
okay. Well, he's dead, and there's nothing to roll.
Nope.
On you.
Yep. These two. I'm going to use power to lead the strike team.
Of course.
That's an A system. Move up to 4 ground units to this space. It's his card and there's tons of fists in there.
I'm not challenging this.
Cool.
You go ahead and win your combat in a blue or in a square or in a.
It's tempting to send both of them.
Well, you probably at least need the speeder, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't just send the Vanguard.
Mm.
That'd be insane.
Because you're going to play the speeder card.
Yeah, I'll send both of them.
All right. And your best leader is a 2 ground.
All of them can do 2, so that adds up to 6. Yeah, that's how it works.
All right, here we go. Let's put them all in. All of them in.
Big old party.
All of them are in the combat. All right, great. Okay, for me.
Yep.
I'll overrun and do 2 damage.
Yep, I'm going to do 4 damage.
Done. Your dice.
Get 1 of each.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
2 rerolls. Just roll for the heal.
Definitely going to reroll
All right, not
Awful,
heal.
awful
And do I
roll.
take out the troop? Yes, I do.
that. Awful rolls.
Hope you don't need to win the combat, by the way.
Awful.
We've just had mutual destruction. Do you need me to check if it's about winning the combat?
No, fine.
Okay. Is it objective?
Go on.
What's going on, ladies and gents? All right. I'm going to intercept transmission with Colonel Yularen, attempting any rebel system. If successful, the rebel player draws 8 probes and gives me all the ones with where I'm standing, basically.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that. Not at this point in the game. Go on, I'll let it happen actually.
Right. 5 left after this, but probably more. There you go.
Let's see. Okay, so you can have Ilum.
Yep.
You can have Kessel.
Yeah.
You can have Ord.
Yeah.
You can have Alderaan.
Yeah.
You can have the lovely Tatooine.
Yeah.
But what does the card say exactly?
I've got to have a unit then. That's it.
Just any unit.
Just a unit. Yeah. Imperial unit, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just the systems with an Imperial unit.
Okay, so it's space or ground.
Doesn't clarify, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can have Mandalorian.
Okay. Yep. That's why I deployed him there, actually. That's 6 so far.
Yep. You can have. You can have Malastare as well.
Yeah.
And you cannot have that one.
What?
It gets shuffled in, doesn't it?
Yeah, that one gets shuffled back. So there's now 6 in there.
Yep.
All right, on you.
We shall infiltrate the Jan. And we shall infiltrate Lucian.
I'm going to attempt a subversion.
Not Jan. Oh no, anyone but Jan.
Reveal this mission after rebel player reveals mission. Place your leader and add 1 to my die. So you've got 2 and I've got 3.1.
Yeah. Two twin savers. Close. 3. Baseball.
Failed. Bounty.
Yep.
Post bounty. Done. And my action is a capture.
Yeah. We will send that in.
Yeah. Okay, so bounty rings there, but I'll do it if we're not captured.
Yeah. I get 1 dice.
You do. Shit. Okay. So I get 2.2.
2.2.
I'm trying to
So you might as well roll and see if it's worth me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing anything with that.
Just the one.
Sure.
You can make it blank if you fail.
Yeah.
You failed. Now you need to use the
I'm
ring.
gonna have to use the ring.
Yeah. So you said if it's blank side, don't you? Okay. So the bounty ring is on. That was close. That was close.
Jesus. Not doing for the entire game.
I wanted
Anything.
I wanted to put it on a leader that couldn't resolve the mission as well, so you couldn't just put them in rapid.
Okay, how many?
Yep.
Alright. We are going to rapid.
It is a double rapid.
2 leaders.
Yeah. Alright, on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rule by fear in best bin.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's no way. Fine.
5 dice, yeah. On you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean this is a build alliance. I just don't think there's nowhere I can put it where you're not odd on or can't like already get to. So we'll go to Idaho.
Yeah, that's fine. How many have you got on the board now then?
5, 6, 7.
Okay. So you've had 6 for a while, and you're not near the 9.
Yep, 7.
All right. So you've got nothing left to do.
Oh,
I've got an R&D and 2 activations. So the R&D may as well just pull 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere loyal that I could possibly do anything about. Done. And then I've got 2 moves. So the first move is here.
Mm-hmm.
And the second move is actually Kashyyyk. Other way around. So I'll activate Kashyyyk, and basically this is going to come in and pull this and these 3.
Okay.
And from here, this and these 2. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So it's a ground combat.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And your leader is Yularen. Sorry, that's not your leader. I didn't need to swap actually. I thought that was your leader for a second.
I mean, you're allowed to help me out if you want. I'm more than happy.
All right. It's it's a 2 leader. All right. Flip. I did imposing presence.
I've dealt the red damage.
Prevent red damage.
Dealt.
Okay. So current player. So mine is either play another card or you can't heal. Given what's in the fight, I think I'm going to give it the you can't heal.
Okay. Yeah, stick a red on one of your asks.
Done. Alright, so I've got 1 ATST, 2 ATSTs, 3 troops.
Mm-hmm.
2 rerolls. 2 rerolls will be the 2 blacks. Okay, 2 hits, which can't be prevented. And the red does nothing.
What dice?
What
Great!
That's the worst thing you could have got.
I mean, you're allowing us to 2 rerolls.
yeah. Alright, well, fine.
Yep.
So they're dead down this next round.
Cool. Yeah.
That was unfortunate for you. You probably, I was likely to win the combat.
Massively. Yeah.
But you could have had some kills there, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to throw target the generator and deal red damage. Done.
Sure. I would have put the combat.
Okay. So my dice haven't changed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still 2 and 2 and then 3. Reroll 1.
Not really black.
Yeah, reroll 2. Alright, there's 2 on each.
Yes. Great.
Fucking. What? Alright, that can go. Didn't kill anything. I'm surprised you didn't kill anything there.
Unbelievable.
Alright.
I mean, out of, 6 dice, I rolled 2 heals and nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Rapid.
Yes, yep.
I assume you're pulling 8.
Yes, please.
And there's all of them.
Yep.
Because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That means I get 2 randomly from your program.
Yeah.
Imagine that's how it works.
I'm going to remove the leaders so you can see things maybe easier as well.
Okay, yeah. We're going to move.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, given what the staring down there.
Yeah, I was real umming about how many I moved there. Give me Endor then. And then I'll draw 2.
Endor. 3 rocks.
Alright. Did you score?
I have not.
Oh no, really?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Draw missions then.
Really tough game.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah. So that's my 10 missions. Got my probes. Have you got everything?
New objective.
You've got your new objective, draw your missions. Time goes up.
Yep.
No recruit, no build, so just to deploy.
Speeder. Oh, sorry, they should have been in Endor.
Yeah.
Speed them on Calm base. That can stay on there.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm going to do an ATST and a Star Destroyer here. And here I'll do a carrier and a troop. And over here I will put a TIE fighter.
Okay.
And Felucia. What's Jan going to do?
He's going to put his beat up.
I'm going to draw them out.
That's why he's not going to sit in the leader pool, surprisingly.
Yeah. That's a weird thing. That's like the only odd thing about the game that they've allowed that.
Okay. 1 back and 6 missions with 2 on that one.
Alright. I think I'm going to do 4 and 3, and 2 of them are on one of them. No, I need to do one other thing. I'm going to play local rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Place this leader in any system that contains an Imperial units. You must come with your bases in that region.
Okay, it is not.
Okay.
Right, we will kick things off then. Okay, these 2 will come to Sullust.
Yep.
For a hit and run.
Go for it.
We'll destroy the assault carrier.
Yeah. For me?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps to activate Dagobah.
Cool.
Is that your base? Fucking should be.
Maybe. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Combat!
Yeah, and Akbar's going in.
Fairly even fight.
No, not in the slightest.
I'm going to play according to my design. Start of combat. For each battle during the first round, you will have 1 fewer red and 2 fewer black.
Yep.
That's the reason I needed to spend Yularin to know which one had to activate to play the card.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Space cards.
Going to a very short combat.
I'm going to play the you can't heal this round.
Okay. I think 2 and play boom.
Yeah.
I'll just deal that damage.
What do you want it on?
Put it on the start of this.
Right. So I've got the Star Destroyer, the Striker, and the Carrier.
Yep.
And Calx is giving me 3 rerolls. We will reroll those 2 and the green.
Yep.
Bad rolls is good for you. Alright, so healed and then 1 damage, which can't be prevented.
Yep.
Oh, you blocked it.
Yeah.
No damage on you.
2 and 1.
Oh wait, no. I've removed a black and a red for the first round. You just get a red.
That's what I said. Come on.
Reroll!
And we roll it 3 times. Okay.
It's a hit.
Stick it back on the start of the show.
Alright, grounds. Alright, I will play the armoured position and flip combat.
Okay. I think it's 1 of each.
Yep. You get no dice actually.
I like just the sound of them.
Oh, I should have done that. Thinking about it. Never mind. I ignored bombardment because at the top of it says does black damage, but I forgot to read the bottom that says deal 1 damage, and then you would have had 1 on you plus my roll. So it's likely you would never have no dice and you would just die. So I forgot. Dead anyway. Alright, back to space.
You retreating?
No.
I have to throw a card.
I'm going to play this one. I'll play the entrapment card that says next round you can't play a card.
I play exactly the same thing.
Right.
Next round you can't play a card.
So I was going to get my deck back then. Before, as in, like, you'd get yours, but then I would be able to, because I've only got 1 card to play next round.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I have what is it again? It's 3, 2, and a green.
Yep.
3 rerolls. That was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
3 rerolls. So we'll keep the heal, and then we'll just reroll these 3.
Yep.
All right, so there's 3 on you, and that's healed.
Yep. Start to put. Okay. We'll keep that.
Take my dice away from me. Do these 2.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right, next round. Neither of us can play a card.
Yep. Straight to dice.
Straight to dice. So I've just got that now.
Yep. 2-1 versus 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reroll these 2. Oh, sorry, that's not me, is it? 1 more on you.
Yeah. Need a heal, that's it.
Reroll.
I've got to be all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game. GG. Victory for Dagobah.
Yeah, that was a tough run.
So, how'd it go? What do you think?
Basically, I think it came down to my objectives.
Raid was a good one.
Hmm?
Raid was a very good objective. Raid outpost.
Yeah, it got me wrong. So the other ones that I had in hand, obviously the plans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 3 at bottom of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to major victory, 3 health worth of ships. Destroy Star Destroyer. And then win a space or ground in the sabotage marker.
So you did. Yeah.
I could have taken the other ground. I could have revealed the base and then taken them.
Yeah, there's no victor when
No.
you don't win.
I was before I played the mission. I was going to reveal the base and take them with me.
You didn't have a leader here, did you?
No.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
If both factions' units are destroyed in a battle, then the battle has no winner.
Yeah.
So you did go for it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You made it seem like, oh no, it wasn't that. It's fine. I was like, oh
yeah, trying to play it off like during the game.
I was thinking to myself, Christ, at least I've got the U-Power probe, because otherwise you've just cleared it and it's quite annoying.
Yeah, well, I couldn't remember if it was still in the deck, so that's also why I went, because I was going to do it in Ord. Because that was my other option. Well, to be honest, I could have done it in Ryle, I thought I could have done it in Maggie, so I had plenty.
Oh, by the way, at the very, very end there, your base, when you said where your base was, I had already got Dantooine, so I instantly knew it was one of those two.
I'd seen Dantooine, that's why I said it.
Yeah, so I already knew it was one of those two, which was great. Was it? And I was going to follow up immediately with the Yularen and go, well, are you here now then? But because I had forces adjacent to both, I was like, I could just step there to find out both.
Yeah.
You doing something here made me go, well, it's there then, because you couldn't stop me doing something there. So I was like, there's no need to spend Yularen, because either way I find out where the base is.
Sure.
But
yeah, the other objective I had that you switched off earlier in the game was support the Huts when you took them to.
Yeah, brutal.
It's instantly switches it off.
Yeah, such a hard thing to do.
So
that's why you put that one there, because you at least had two, and maybe you could.
I was hoping that maybe if we got like a double wall to split mission or something.
Yeah,
that's why I did it. But like I said, that they were tough to score, especially because I had no units. All combat.
It was interesting actually. Your deployment set you up for a first turn point, sure, but it also basically got your units wiped.
Yeah.
Although the Kashyyyk lot sat there until almost the very end of the game.
Yeah, we weren't doing it.
And also your decisions at the beginning of the game took away Corellia's loyalty for me and messed around with that to get you that point, rather than you getting your own Mon Cal, an extra Mon Cal on the queue.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but it meant that you had to then go back to Corellia to sort it out.
It did fuck me over, which was good because you were an Endor.
That's
pulling me back.
That's another reason. Yeah. That's why I was glad that you moved them to Corellia instead of using the Death Star.
Yeah. So I was thinking at the time, I was like, well, I got a force here, here, and here, and I was like, this play with the Death Star. It was like, they could have both gone in, but I was like, if the Death Star goes this way, then now this area of the board is so open. Whereas I felt okay with here to just come back and go down.
Yeah, no, it's, I mean, the others that I bottomed as well. Time for Peace.
Would have been a point at some, it ended up would have been a point.
Well,
no, actually, if you'd have kept them on the queue.
I had to keep them on the queue. And because I was moving, because obviously you was there, I needed stuff on to deploy.
Yeah.
I had Heart of the Empire.
Okay.
Which is, I got that after what was I doing? Lead Distracting, because I could have done it into Corvus. I know I couldn't, but there was a player I could see at the time. I was like, oh, that could have worked, but it was a turn too late. Bottom of the plans, Long War, which ironically I could have scored, and then I didn't see these.
So what else did you have?
Raid Imperial Factory, another combat.
What was there?
Show No Fear.
Okay.
Which was way too late, and then 5 systems rebel unit, which was crap as well.
Yeah, bad for you. Bad for you, yeah. I took your systems quickly and spread quite fast, it felt like, from mid-game. It suddenly was like, the pace of it, especially the double flip up there.
Yeah. That
really turned the speed of my knowledge of the game.
Well, I think, taking Saw was a mistake. Because you had him on capture early.
I got him round 1. I think you rescued him round 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I suddenly was like, oh, I could probably get Saw here in the combat, space combat. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I wasn't going to send. I was going to send him to Corellia instead, but I didn't because at the time that was weaker. So I was like, well, if you just attack from Soloist into Corellia, you can capture him.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually quite a nice target as well. I don't want you to attack Corellia.
Yeah.
So that's also why he didn't go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a thing. So I probably shouldn't have taken him on balance, but
Yeah.
it's one of those where I don't take him normally, so I figured I'd just try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did a slight misplay at the end. I needed to keep back, not this round, the previous round. I think it was the round before you moved anyway, which actually was the previous round. Yeah, last round I needed to keep back 4 leaders, and I kept back 3 because I actually wanted to walk to Yavin as my 4th, which meant if I'd have kind of planned for it that way around, it meant I could have not as moved as many here, like just like simply one extra Star Destroyer or something with 1 ground. I didn't need all of this. I don't for your space. Although I was a bit like, well, if you do deploy the Moncal there, you know, it would have been something like that. That your force plus a Moncal and another unit versus this again is it's definitely favoured to me. But I was like, oh, I'd rather it look like this. But maybe I could have kept back a couple of one of them. I remember I sort of thought about it a second, and the reason I was thinking about it was because I was like, I probably should keep units here for Dagobah.
Yeah, I mean,
because I wanted to do that, and then the only system you could have moved to was Dagobah. That was your only choice, and I would have had more units adjacent to it, and it would have been a lot safer for me. As it happened, I risked it. This versus the Moncal and the Speeder, again, I'm favoured. What better than that was, but it's it could go wrong. Could go wrong at that point, especially as it was an AT-AT.
Yeah, I mean, look,
not those.
I suppose on balance, I probably should have gone to Yavin actually, because then I could have taken out the assault carrier with the mission, and it would have been potentially.
It would have been the same. It pretty much would have been the exact same combat, I think, because I had what was it? I had that guy, a striker, and a carrier in that fight, right?
Yes.
And if you'd have taken out the carrier,
so
I would have been a TIE fighter instead. So I would have been slightly weaker in space. And then this ground is about equal to an AT-AT versus you, except for I want red dye, and I don't have any red dye there. So that would have been a tougher combat.
So I probably should have gone for Yavin actually. But I think at the time I didn't realise that, for whatever reason, that you could kind of basically surround it and go in.
Yeah.
But just then, basically I was looking at either doing hit and run or base defences.
Aye.
But I figured taking the 2 health off you was better than.
Well, it was actually 2+.
Yeah, it meant you couldn't get the ground in.
Couldn't get an extra piece of ground in as well. Yeah.
So that was better than the base defence. But that would have been played next if you hadn't.
That's it.
Jan was on Jan's mission.
Yeah, nice. Thematic.
Yeah. And then those base build balance rapid and sabotage.
Yeah. I was just trying to capture every round, and this round's capture was maybe a retrieve the plans. Because I was actually thinking, if you're here, I hit you here, this slot follow in here, and then next round I'd hit you. So I was like, I would hopefully get a capture off, and then bottom one of your scoreable objectives.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then I had an interdictor with 2 on it to put it straight onto build Q1, and then I could immediately deploy it next round. Yeah. Again, thinking I needed another round. And looking at this, another round was like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, time was massive.
And that was all worth it.
Yeah, I think there was a round I was looking at where I was looking at going, well, I was half tempted to deploy the Moncal into the base on Endor when I left it on the queue instead, and then attack out and attack your Star Destroyers for the objective. Then I was like, well, that leaves me nothing in space for when I move. Yeah. So that wasn't worth it at all. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have the time based on that.
If you would have bountied me, I would have just called it then.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was. It was like, if this goes down, I'm just going to...
Yeah, I'm done. I can't resolve this. Yeah, it was really, really against you. I picked Jabba, by the way, the same turn I drew Make an Example. And I was like, maybe. I was really annoyed, though, that I had spent Bobber's capture mission that can get you anywhere. versus because I could have used it in a situation I didn't need to, so I could have caught you another way. But make an example with Bobber's Fet's capture you anywhere mission enables me. Capturing near adjacent to a remote system and then pulling you there and then straight away make an example. That was the dream. It's a really bad card, but I just wanted to try it anyway.
Well, because you went base, didn't you?
Base deck.
Yeah. So I knew you had Carbonite as well.
Yeah, I never saw it.
So that's kind of why I was trying to keep people uncaptured.
Yeah.
Later on.
I had a second intercept transmission for pulling 8 probes and telling me where I was, giving them for me.
Imagine.
And then nothing. Secret weapon and interrogation.
Yeah. Yeah, I also had hidden fleet and fleet rate good as well.
Yeah, I bottomed single reactor ignition and then 2 overseas projects. Oh, it's funny. I drew in the same turn both of them.
Right. I heard you laugh when you drew.
It was the same card. Yeah. I felt quite good with the Death Star sitting there with 2 bunkers.
Yeah. But like I said, I got Hidden Fleet too late, and same with Plan the Assault. I've only just drawn them, so that was never a risk, and I had no fighters to do it with.
Yeah.
When I got it.
The combo is use that public uprising. Get a circle and 2 triangles, and you get a Nebulon and 2 fighters.
Yeah.
And you play the Nebulon card and try and kill it with that.
I did see 1 in a million as well. I chose to take Jin instead because I had a mission that needed 3 blue eyes.
Yeah.
And choose the only one that could do it.
I thunk ready for action and took, I think it was Jabba. Oh, actually. Yeah, I thunk target the destroyer. And a tough choice was, I don't know, I can't remember what I picked now, but I got Lord Vader's orders, look at top 3 objectives, and I got that after you had looked at 4 objectives and before you had got to raid outposts.
Right.
So if I'd have seen it, I'd have been like, that's going to the bottom.
So it's the top 3, isn't it?
Top 3, and you pop raid outpost second.
Yes.
So in the round, the round that you did all that, you drew the 1, and then I recruited him, and I was like, oh, I could have sunk the 2, and it was a real hard choice not to do it.
Well, the round that because I played a mission to immediately play Red Outposts, I had an infiltrate as well lined up. So if you would have messed with them, I would.
Because you had 3 cards, so I could have made it the 3rd card, which then infiltrate.
So I would have infiltrated first, and then played that.
Yeah, so you could have got around it.
I would have done that if you had messed with it. I would have done that.
Yeah, because the distance here was looking quite good for the knowledge I had and where I was. I was like, I don't think I need to check your objectives so much. I was like, I can't remember who I picked, but I went for that, of course. And the other one I chucked was Boba Fett, where it says you can't oppose a mission with him. That was it. I think it was like Secret Facility or something I kept, or the scouting mission. And I wanted, because I got myself into a situation up in Geonosis that I could only take 1 or Isle of War Utah power. I wanted scouting mission to turn off the other one.
Yeah.
And Secret Facility, I was like, yeah, that's going there.
Yeah.
To turn off Mustafar.
When I failed this as well, because Jin was there, I was going to use Jin's card to after winning the combat.
Yeah.
So if I would have won that combat, played the objective card to get the points, could I then use that to take back the same objective card?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was basically the plan, because then I then could have launched to one of the other sabotaged systems and done that.
Yeah, repeated
it.
Yeah, you scored the objective and then you play Jin's card.
That's where I planned the assault.
Because the second you score an objective, it's effectively discarded.
Yeah. So if that would have worked, I could have sent you over to fine.
It'd been really interesting actually to Jin into an immediate raid outpost or something. After having imagine if you'd have scored this,
yeah,
and then you ginned in the raid outpost, and now there's 2 more fucking outposts for me to deal with. That would have been quite funny.
That's an interest. 4 points from radar.
And if you'd have had a reconnaissance to recur a mission, and you get Jin's mission.
Heist.
Heist. It's just like, oh,
So it's such a weird combo.
what a dream combo that would have been.
It's
Yeah,
like it's a weird like Spec Opsy like subversion-y way of getting points, isn't it?
yeah. I've started to like the base deck for Empire again.
They've got some good missions where you can just pop up and get loyalty,
Yeah,
which I like.
because the alternative is the deployment, so you pop up with a unit.
But then you risk being killed.
Yeah.
That's the massive risk. So.
Yeah.
And it needs a yellow icon as well.
It does need yellow, which is not even.
They're usually your stronger leaders as well.
Mm.
But yeah, so I've kind of grown to not like deployments for that, even though you can use that in a remote system, which you can't with the loyalty.
Yeah. So it's got its ups and downs, isn't it? Yeah, that turn I took 8 probes and you handed me 7 of them, though, was really, really nice.
Yeah, well, the way I was looking at it was because I was going rapid. So if I gave you all the systems you're in,
Better choice for you.
yeah,
I was looking at it going, shit, I really don't want false orders to arrive here.
no.
I'll spread out, I'll pull a lot of probes, and now they're the ones you're likely to hit, which then become invalid false orders.
Mm.
That was why I did it.
Yeah, I never saw that. But yeah, so that was
What was your other action cards?
so nice, these missions, which I did not see. Well, they're Tank Pulse lead. Fifth one. So the ones I didn't play, an old friend, which was Han Solo's, to recruit. I was already 8. He was my 8th.
Yeah, I mean he's good.
But
You want to?
I had lead the strength team.
Yeah.
So that's why I got it. And point blank assault,
Yeah.
which I was thinking about using it to attack into here to take out a Star Destroyer, maybe.
Helps you win an objective, but
Yeah.
that taking out a Star Destroyer wasn't enough points to end the game, was it for you?
At that point, it was pointless. And then there was just Jins as well.
Yeah, I used all of mine, which felt quite nice. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't use your Lawrence, did I? Oh no, I did. I did it at the very end to find out where Palps needed to go. I thought that was quite tactically sound, except for I then didn't play the best combat cards as a result.
I think from the Empire perspective, I think the 2 that you started with are probably the 2 strongest.
Track them and
Palps' Take Dice. I think they're the 2 strongest cards that you can get. Because they're just...
Sometimes Mothma's one, not Mothma, to gain the one that searches that deck for a card, or the one that allows you to get Tarkin's card that allows you to get the production. I like both of them as well.
Yeah.
Or Vader's, sorry, bring a captured leader. I really like.
It depends, because you've got to play for it, haven't you? Like you've got to.
It gives you the safety net, though, simply, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of capturing and doing something with a captured leader in the same turn is always risky. But if you've got Vader, you can just go for the capture. If they rescue, you just take some of the rescue. It really enables that combo as a safety.
Yeah.
I really like it for that. But yeah, you didn't get 2 of the most powerful Rebel ones, either Leia's mission to go and get any mission you want, or the Temporary Alliance, of course.
Yeah. Arthur was... Okay, I mean, he stopped the bounty, so that was handy.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it was like Andy. Like I said, that's taking souls in a mistake.
Planetary Conquest, bottom card.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lure.
Heist was my bottom. That was another hit and run. Hit and run demolition.
Heist your bottom card. Oh, so you. That's the card you sunk to the bottom then. Planetary Conquest.
You sent yours out there. All my deal damage cards are at the bottom of the deck. Inside Rebellion,
good.
Demolition, Hit and Run. They're all down there.
Oh, I got to the point of being 3 away from Carbonite.
Contingency Plan was my next one. That's really annoying because I was hoping it would come out before I had to move. because I could have then moved all them lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you could rapid twice.
Yeah.
You can move your base and pull them in.
I would have rapid with 2 to pull 8 cards, and then he would have then moved.
Pull those units back. Yeah. That would have been really nice.
That was kind of, but it was the next card, and after that was the 2 strong loyalty cards.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were things you had done that could have scored objectives in other games that didn't happen here. Like you had cut supply lines nailed mid game. You could have got the all regional support. Not that you actually have it anywhere, but it's an easier one to go and do.
Yeah.
You could have had what's the one I'm thinking of? Sorry. The 6 loyalty.
Yeah.
Just having 6 loyalty, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of things are really easy to get passively. But like I said, I had just loads of combat cards this game and did not have the units to do it.
Yeah. Oh, shame. I mean, I had a great game. It was the outcome everyone wanted.
It's the outcome that nobody wants. Let's get real. It's the outcome that nobody wants. Everyone's always disappointed when they hear that you win.
Especially my wife.
Yeah.
She always cheers for Chris.
That should everybody.
Yeah, I chose Yularin because I had Yularin's mission. Tell me 3 systems, and I was like, yeah, I should do this. And I was also holding to those other 2 missions that were like draw 8 probes and give me them. And I was thinking, I want to use one of these to just find some information. And I was like, the other one, if a situation arises where I might, need to manipulate the deck because you do something, I'll then start queuing that mission up, just in case you put one on top or false orders me, then I can recover them. That was my thinking there.
Yeah. What I think I was doing with this game was I was recruiting leaders based on the missions I had in hand. So if I had their mission, great, they were instantly chosen. But if not, it was like, oh well, I've got a couple of missions that need fists. I'll take a leader that has them. Yeah,
I generally do that. I mean, the action card has more sway, of course, but if not, it's always about the missions.
Usually, I tend to try and make a balanced team. But I was just
because I was looking at yours, going, you've got quite a lot of fists. You've got Han, you've got Chewit, you've got Saw. And you've got Jin, and I was like, so that's why I started taking a fair few fists as well. But as it happened, the action card was also quite good.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I think the odds of the bounty ring hitting these days is so slim.
I mean, I got it on the subversion as well. So
yeah, it's a good combo to link with that. And that was the only round where I sent somebody out to infiltrate without backing them up first.
Yeah.
Because I had to use those levers over there to try and get the points.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I probably should. I could have started Sarge first, but yeah, wasn't to be.
Alas. Well, cheers for the game.
Yeah, cheers.
Let's pack up.
Good fun. Cool.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Bye.